What's good, man? It's AH, man, Azariah, man. How y'all feeling? Just wanted to get on here and just chop it up for a minute. A lot in store. Um, YVG, Young Black and Gifted, myself, and KCQ, Kid Called Quest. We got a lot in store, man. I just got a cut, you know what I'm saying? I usually try to go in here when my barber do his thing, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Quick. You know what I'm saying? He asked me a question, basically just about, getting money from music, you know what I'm saying? And you know, I'm an entrepreneur, you know what I'm saying? I've been doing this thing over 20 years now, man. It's 2026. I, tried my hand at everything back in 2005, before the grades, before I was married, before I had children, all of that. And one thing I'll say to my fellow entrepreneurs, my fellow creators, you just got to know what you're in it for. You know what I'm saying? I've never had the end result that I wanted to have. I've seen people kind of, come and go, seen people, restart them and everything. But I do what I do, before money, before everything else for myself. You know what I'm saying? It's like a spiritual thing, spiritual connection I got, to the universe, and just, sharing my thoughts and my take on life. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I just say to anybody, like, know what you're doing something for, know your intentions. If you don't get out of it what you thought, don't let that discourage you. You know what I'm saying? I'm able to, handle myself, take care of myself. I got, a skill set outside of just, being an MC. You know what I'm saying? First and foremost, I'm a good person, and that could take you a long way. You know what I'm saying? So, I ain't want to just get over here and just, be on here too long. But like I said, man, you know what you're in it for. Like they say, most, independent businesses, most, entrepreneurs, don't make it, especially in the first few years. So it's like, I've been at it, you know, 20 strong and still going. And, I know what I do it for, and I know my reasoning. And, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's pretty much all I, wanted to say to everybody out there online. Appreciate y'all rocking with me, the ones that have been rocking with me for some time. The new ones, welcome. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I go by Azariah, AH, you know what I'm saying? Me and Quest, just dropped a new single, Prime Time. A lot going on with that. But like I said, just know what you're in it for, man. And, if things don't seem like they shaping, into what you want them, that don't mean your time is wasted. If you touch somebody, if somebody, rock with what you do, if somebody, told you inspired them, you know what I'm saying, that goes a long way. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, I'm just leave y'all with that, man. Smooth freshness, development, all the other shit is irrelevant. Y'all be safe, man.